US President Donald Trump's 90-day trade tariff reprieve is ending. Tariff noise is back, but does it really matter? More in this next report. Take a look.
At the end of last week, Trump threatened to unilaterally ramp up tariffs on a swathe of major trading partners. Trump said tariffs could range from 10% to 70%. Vietnam has already seen its tariffs doubled. You'd be forgiven for thinking this is all a bit Liberation Day 2.0. However, investors have seen this show before. It's not the first time that the U.S. administration has upped the ante days before a deadline.
Days are 214. The motion is adopted.
Just think of the EU and the threat of a 50% tariff just a few weeks ago. Markets seem to be completely immune to tariff noise altogether. The current level of tariffs of around 14% is averaged across everything the U.S. imports, probably acts as a floor rather than a ceiling. Most investors are probably expecting this week's end to the 90-day delay to April's reciprocal tariffs to come and go without any major drama. Things actually don't look too bad from the perspective of the U.S. administration right now. The S&P 500 is at all-time highs. The economy has largely held up, abstracting from import-related noise in the GDP figures. And inflation so far hasn't taken off in any meaningful way. Well, here's a question though. Has the economic impact of tariffs generally been less bad than just about everyone feared earlier this year? Or is everything just happening with more of a lag? When it comes to inflation, at least, a lag seems to be the case. We know from tariffs in Trump's first term that it took a good 3 months or so for the effects to show up fully in prices. At this time around, American companies saw the tariffs coming and filled every ounce of warehouse space with stock. The inventory buffer has potentially offered companies a window to wait and see before lifting prices. But that window won't last forever. The potential for a summer of hot inflation is rising. That is the principal reason why analysts are not expecting a September rate cut from the Federal Reserve. Sentiment remains fragile. Tariffs have taken the wind out of the sails of the U.S. economy. As for the economy, generally, the jury is out on whether we are still waiting for the worst of the tariff to hit. Business Bureau Report, WION World is One.